Right, so we'll start. So dipole moment of an electric dipole is a vector. Whose magnitude is either charge times the separation between the two opposite charges. Either charge times the separation between the two opposite charges. So dipole moment P is equal to either charge, any one charge, Q into between the two opposite charges. The distance between the two opposite charges is 2a into 2a. Okay, P is equal to Q into 2a is your dipole moment. And the direction was from negative towards a positive. The direction was always from negative charge and the positive charge to travel direction. Remember, negative charge and the positive charge direction will be there. So P on the vector quantity nala, P vector is equal to Q into 2a vector. Q into 2a vector. This is your dipole moment. Is there a unit part? So Q is charge, Q unit coulomb. A is your distance. It is coulomb meter. The unit is coulomb meter. It is your dipole moment. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Right one. So next one, dipole moment. There are two applications are there. One by one we'll discuss. There are two applications are there. The first one make a heading. Electric field at an axial point. At an axial point. Okay, axial point of a dipole. So now slow explain. Suppose you have doubts in that, you can ask me. Okay. Now, when we're discussing about the dipole, axial point now on the same axis. Now, I'm taking a dipole first of all. So dipole is nothing but minus Q2 plus Q. It was separated from the center point. So the distance is center nandu minus Q to A and center nandu plus Q to the distance is K. So the total distance is 2A. It is nothing but your dipole. So center point nala na 1 enter. It is your dipole. We already know. Now on the same axis, low, I am taking one more point. The center away from it, we are going to find the electric field on the point P. Okay, so it's minus Q plus Q on the same axis. Now on the point P. Okay, on the point P, we are going to find the electric field. Here. Now, so if I'm just mentioning some names here. So minus Q, I'm taking as A point, and plus Q, I'm taking as B point. So we are going to find the distance. First of all, distance number on the construct point. So from the center to the P point, I'll take it as X. From the center to the P point, I'll take it as X. So what is the distance between A to P? What is the distance between A to P?
AP minus X, sir.
Nala parunga. A to center is A. So till this center is X. So this portion is X plus A. Correct? And this portion is A. So if you balance the total X, idhula on the A. So the balance is X minus A. Okay. So A to P was X plus A. B to P was X minus A. Distance is very important. Okay. Now.
Okay, sir.
So here we are going to find the electric field at point P and solirikan. Electric field at point P and solirikan. Now, நான் எப்படி நினைக்கிறேன்னா point P கிட்ட electric field எப்படி இருக்குன்னு டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணலாம். So இன்னும் சிம்பிளா பார்க்கும்போது I'll assume P point கிட்ட there is a positive charge. P point கிட்ட there is a positive charge. Now, so நான் வந்து dipole சொல்லும்போது this is nothing but your source. Like a bar magnet மாதிரி தான் ஒரு சார்ஜ் இல்ல ஒரு போல் வந்து away from it P டிஸ்டன்ஸ்ல இருக்கு. So இந்த மேக்னெட்ல நம்ம பார்க்கும்போது இந்த டைபோல நம்ம பார்க்கும்போது so நெகட்டிவ் சார்ஜ் இருக்கு, இது பாசிட்டிவ் சார்ஜ் இருக்கு. ஓகே, இது சோர்ஸ், இது டெஸ்ட். நான் ஆல்ரெடி சொல்லியிருக்கேன்ல சோர்ஸ் அண்ட் டெஸ்ட். சோர்ஸ்னால டெஸ்ட் மட்டும் தான் எஃபெக்ட் ஆகும். ஸோ டெஸ்ட்னால சோர்ஸ் எஃபெக்ட் ஆகாது. So because of this source இங்க the electric field create ஆகும் இது மூவ் ஆகலாம் attract ஆகலாம் இல்லனா repel ஆகலாம் now first we'll see the electric field at A point from this A point so இது minus q இது plus so what will happen இது attract ஆகுமா in the opposite poles it will try to attract correct அப்ப electric field வந்து எந்த direction இருக்கும் it will be towards A correct source தான attract ஆகும் towards the minus q இதுல doubt இருக்கா
இல்ல சார்
right so next B point பார்க்கலாம் இது positive என்னாகும் it will try to repel correct so it will try to repel so electric field EB was in opposite direction so EA வந்து attract ஆகும் EB வந்து repel ஆகும் so we are going to find the electric field E at the point P நல்லா பாத்துக்கோங்க நான் வந்து additive property ன்னு சொல்லணும் electric field E is equal to EA plus EB தான் okay always additive property superposition principle based பண்ணி தான் நான் டிஸ்கஸ் பண்றேன் which is E is equal to EA plus EB but when you're discussing about the directions ரொம்ப important so we already discussed about the dipole moment direction is always traveling from negative towards a positive so now the dipole moment direction EA EB direction பார்க்கிறேன் so dipole moment and EB both are in the same direction so it is plus dipole moment and EA both are in the opposite direction so it is minus so electric field at point B we call it as E axial is equal to it is EB minus EE idhula doubt irukka ரொம்ப important so it is EB minus EA this relation is important now we got the electric field EB minus EA first we'll try to find what is EA so last class la na sollirken electric field with respect to the force E is equal to kq by r square nu sollirken na perukku ungalku kq by r square where q is your test charge okay r square is your distance na perukku the relation E is equal to kq by r square this is your relation now so here are the charges first on the EA charge பார்ப்பேன் negative charge so EA is equal to kq by r square so r is a distance from A point to P point r is a distance from A point to P point what is the distance for A point to P point what is the distance
x plus a
plus A yes it is x plus A whole square right and EB பார்க்கலாம் what is EB is equal to k q by r square but r square another it is x minus a whole square correct it is x minus a whole square so this is your EB now in the EA and EB we are going to substitute in the E axial okay right so till that நீங்க வந்து draw பண்ணிட்டீங்கன்னா ஏதாவது doubts இருக்கலாம் so then we'll see the derivations the doubt is not clear
okay sir
நான் வந்து இதுல டவுட் என்ன இருக்குன்னா ஆக்சுவலி உங்களுக்கு டைபோல் மொமெண்ட்க்கு எலக்ட்ரிக் ஃபீல்ட் டைரக்ஷன்ஸ்க்கு ஒரு டவுட் இங்க நெகட்டிவ் இருக்கு இங்க வந்து EA வந்து ஆப்போசிட் டைரக்ஷன் இருக்கு இது ஒரு பாயிண்ட் சரி ரிமெம்பர் இங்க வந்து நான் டைபோல் மொமெண்ட் -q வந்து -q நெகட்டிவ் சார்ஜ் வந்து ஐ வில் கன்சிடர் இன் தி டர்ம்ஸ் ஆஃப் டைரக்ஷன்ஸ் நான் டைரக்ஷன் பேஸ் பண்ணி தான் இது வந்து நெகட்டிவ்னு சொல்லியிருக்கேன் நான் சார்ஜ் பேஸ் பண்ணி சொல்லல டைரக்ஷன் பேஸ் பண்ணி தான் நான் வந்து கன்சிடர் as நெகட்டிவ் ஓகே நீங்க சார்ஜ் பேஸ் பண்ணி நெகட்டிவ் எடுத்தாலும் இட் இஸ் நத்திங் பட் -q again minus kq by x plus a whole square ஆகும் நான் வந்து மைனஸ் சார்ஜ் பேஸ் பண்ணல டைரக்ஷன் பேஸ் பண்ணி டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன் ஓகே you can specify with respect to the dipole moment direction நோட் பண்ணிட்டீங்கன்னா நம்ம வந்து நெக்ஸ்ட் டெரிவேஷன் பார்க்கலாம்
சார்
ஓகே so earlier picture based பண்ணி we are going to see the derivation part now earlier we have seen EA is equal to k q by it is x plus a whole square and EB is equal to k q by x minus a whole square so these are your relations correct now we are going to find the electric field here so E axial is equal to it is EB minus EA we are going to substitute here so it is EB nothing but k q by x minus a whole square minus k q by x plus a whole square நான் இதுல வந்து நான் என்ன பண்றேன்னா kq நான் வந்து செப்பரேட் பண்றேன் செப்பரேட் பண்ணும்போது the relation is 1 by x minus a whole square minus 1 by x a whole square okay so இப்போ நான் என்ன பண்றேன்னா நான் வந்து cross multiply பண்றேன் LCM எடுத்துக்கிறேன் cross multiply பண்றேன் when you're doing the relations so final equation numerator என்ன வரும்னா it will be So which is equal to kq constant separate kq into it is x plus a whole square minus x minus a whole square by a minus b whole square into a plus b whole square. A minus b whole square into a plus b whole square denominator. So when we're discussing about the a minus b into a plus b, a square minus b square, a square minus b square, but 3 square it is x square minus a square whole square. X square minus a square whole square. So idhula edha doubt ida please ask me that. Doubt irukama?
One nimisham sir.
Okay. So numerator problem. So it is k q into it is x plus a whole square. Na split பண்றேன். So நான் வந்து old fashion way போறேன். X square plus a square plus 2ax which is x plus a whole square minus x minus a whole square minus x square minus a square minus or minus is plus 2x by x square minus a square whole square. Okay, so here x square cancel, a square cancel, right? So which is equal to k q into 4ax by x square minus a square whole square. This is your axial. Okay, so from this relation, we are going to consider the dipole moment. So, so E axial is equal to, I'll write the relation here again. E axial is equal to k q into 4ax by x square minus a square whole square. Now, so 4ax we are converting into dipole moment. Dipole moment relation another P is equal to q into 2a. Dipole moment of the P is equal to Q into QP. So now K, Q is there. Seeing here 4A plus 2, I'll separate 2. So 2K into Q into 2A into X by X square minus A square whole square. So which is equal to Q into 2A is P. So K 2P X by.
So அது 2 எப்படி வந்துச்சுன்னு சொல்லுங்க சார்.
புரியலாமா?
எப்படி வந்துச்சுன்னு நோட் சொல்லுங்க சார்.
2 நான் 4 வந்து 2 into 2 மல்டிப்ளை பண்ணிட்டேன் அவ்வளவுதான்.
Okay sir.
Okay, so 2 separate பண்ணிட்டு q into 2a is nothing but your dipole moment. And k value உங்களுக்கு already தெரியும். இது constant நால I'm just keeping there itself. K is nothing but 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. We are assuming everything in a vacuum. So k is nothing but 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. This is final equation. Okay?
Okay sir.
Right. So if you want, you can take down that. நீங்க வந்து டைரக்டா 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught நோட் பண்ணா final equation எப்படி வரும்? E is equal to, that is E axial is equal to, it is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, assuming it is in vacuum, 2px by x square minus a square whole square. This is your axial relation. Right? Please note it down. Okay, we'll see some special cases from this. So special cases. Only a special case is there. Only one special case. We are assuming x on the another from center point to the P point. In the picture, from center point to the P point. If x is much greater than a, P point to the distance on the, it should be, it is greater than a. Greater than a E axial enough. So E axial is equal to, it is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. It is 2px. So x வந்து நான் compare பண்றேன். So x வந்து greater இருக்கு compared to a. Okay, much greater னு சொல்லும்போது இந்த relation denominatorல a வந்து neglect பண்றேன் because x is much greater. So இது x power 4 ஆகும். It is x will get cancelled. இங்கே x cube வரும். So it is k 2p by x cube is your E axial. So with respect to the special case illana in the relation. Nalla vechukonga, nalla memorize panikonga. X is much greater than a irundada k 2p by x cube varum.
Okay.
Okay, next we'll see the equatorial point. Okay, make a heading. So electric field at an equatorial point. point of a dipole, equatorial point of a dipole, the equatorial point of a dipole, equatorial point of a dipole. Now, so axial ke equatorial ke enna difference na, axial on the same axis we are taking a point P, but equatorial na perpendicular. So assume as usual we are taking a dipole which is minus q and it is plus q. Separated by distance from the center is A and E is A, and the total distance is nothing but your 2A. So this is your dipole. And the direction is always traveling from negative towards the positive. That is your dipole moment. Now, so with respect to this dipole, I am taking a perpendicular point or perpendicular point diagonal. See the perpendicular point on the top, it is your point P. So I'm going to find the electric field at the point P. I'm going to find the electric field at the point P. It's perpendicular line. Now, so we have to consider charges in the source. So minus q and plus q is nothing but your source. In the sources, the distance we have to consider. So minus q to P point, I'll draw it as a dotted lines, and plus q to P point, I'll draw it as a dotted lines. Minus q to P point and plus q to P point. Right now, when we're discussing about this relation, so if you see that, so this point I'll take it as A point, and this point I'll take it as P point. Here it was making angle theta. Here also it was making angle theta. Correct? The angle theta low, it was creating a distance. Now I'm assuming perpendicular point on the P point, I'll take it as x. Perpendicular point on the P point, I'll take it as x. Equatorial and same angle, same distance. In the hypotenuse, assuming now the right angle triangle. So it is your center, the center AOP. From this right angle triangle, I'm going to find the hypotenuse. Okay, this hypotenuse is because both are making same angles. So to find the hypotenuse, it is opposite side square plus adjacent side square, square root. Hypotenuse is equal to square root of opposite side square plus adjacent side square. So it is x square plus a square. India other distance because it is nothing but your equatorial. So it is x square plus a square. Okay, x square plus a square, and the distance is x square plus a square. Now at the A point, remember at the A point. So in the A point, in the P point, what I'll do, I'll take it as a positive charge. I'll assume it as a positive charge. Okay. Now A point and the P point ki enna effect irukum. Adhe madri B point and the P point ki enna effect irukum paakalam. Now already sollige the dipole is nothing but your source. Only in the test charge mattum the effect agum. So when the test charge was getting affected, so that means it is A, that is negative charge. This positive charge, what will happen? It will try to attract. So attract பண்ணும்போது the electric field EB, that is your EA. Electric field EA was towards the dipole negative point. ஏன்னா வந்து இது attract ஆகும். Sourceனால இது attract ஆகும். Now from EB பார்க்கலாம். So from this B point, இது positive and இது positive. What will happen? It will try to repel. Okay, it will try to repel. So this is electric field EA and this is electric field EB. Okay, so if you remember the vectors concept, so rendu vectors irukku, it was making angle theta. Rendu vectors both are in different directions travel on both. They will be having some resultant vector, E vector. Okay, the resultant vector. Here we are going to find this resultant vector. In the top view, I'm just drawing here again. So the P point, this is your P point, and EA when it was moving towards a negative charge, and EB was moving towards a opposite charge. Okay, it is a resultant, it is nothing but E equatorial. I'll take it as EQ. I'll take it as EQ. Now, inge enna angle பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோ நல்லா பாருங்க, இது என்ன angle பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோ இதே angle தான் இங்க இருக்கு. So both are in parallel. So inge enna angle பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோ இதே angle தான் இங்க இருக்கு. So here the same angle will be theta. Okay, and for this one, so both are in parallel. Okay, whatever the angle here, the same angle will be in the top. So here the same angle theta. So in equatorial, both are making same angles. Both are making same angles. If you remember the cos theta, sin theta, number vectors to discuss பண்ணிருக்கோம். So x-axis எப்பவுமே நம்ம discuss பண்றது cos theta ன்னு சொல்றோம். y-axis நம்ம discuss பண்றது sin theta. தெரியுமா உங்களுக்கு? ஞாபகம் இருக்கா?
sir.
Right. So I assume EA was making angle theta. I assume it is your x-axis and on the parallel to the base. So I'll write it as EA cos theta. This is your EA cos theta. அப்போ அதுக்கு perpendicular இருக்கும்ல? For this perpendicular point is EA sin theta. This is your A point. Now for the B point, again EB theta. So it is EB cos theta, and adukku perpendicular it is EB sin theta. It is EB sin theta. Idu oru doubt irukka?
Illa sir.
Right, ma'am. So if you see that EB cos theta and EA sin theta, EA sin theta and EB sin theta both are in opposite direction. EA sin theta, EB sin theta in the opposite direction. It will get cancelled. Both will get cancelled. Now we are going to find the equatorial, the resultant. So I can write it as both are in the same direction, cos theta. So I can write it as EQ, that is equatorial, is equal to EA cos theta plus EB cos theta. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Right. So we got the relation. Now what is EA and what is EB and what is cos theta? We'll see from these relations. Now what is EA? EA is equal to K Q by R square. R square is nothing but the distance between A point to B point. What is the distance? It is root of x square plus a square. Hypotenuse is only distance here. So it is square root of x square plus a square whole square. X square plus a square whole square. So square root will get cancelled. So it is k cube by x square plus a square. That is your EA. Okay. Now EB part. So EB is nothing but the same distance. Same distance, though. Okay. So EB also same distance, same angle theta, same x, same a. So EB is also k cube by x square plus a square. EB also same relation, A also same relation. So till this, any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay. Note பண்றீங்களா? Okay. இப்போ நான் என்ன பண்றேன்னா ஏதாவது ஒரு ரைட் ஆங்கிள் ட்ரையாங்கிள் எடுத்துக்கிறேன். So in this picture, in the equatorial வந்து ஏதாவது ஒரு ரைட் ஆங்கிள் ட்ரையாங்கிள் எடுத்துக்கிறேன் for side because both are in the same distance, same angle theta. It is your theta, it is your A, it is x, it is nothing but square root of x square plus a square. Now from this right angle triangle, so cos theta, what is cos theta in this right angle triangle? Cos theta is what is the formula for cos theta?
Root x square plus a square.
Okay, either opposite is the adjacent is the hypotenuse.
Adjacent and the root x.
Okay, opposite.
Sorry, hypotenuse and the root x square plus a square. Opposite and the x.
Okay, adjacent.
A.
Cos theta is nothing but adjacent by hypotenuse. So it is A by square root of x square plus a square. A by square root of x square plus a square. Now we are going to take this relation EA, EB and cos theta. Okay, so one by one we'll see. So இது முன்னாடி நம்ம டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ற மாதிரி so equatorial is equal to EA cos theta and EB cos theta. Sorry, A cos theta and EB cos theta. But if you see that EA, EB rendu same values are there on the same distance எடுத்துனாங்க A is equal to k q by x square plus a square. Square root square will get cancelled. So which is nothing but EB. ரெண்டுமே சேமா தான் இருக்கும். Now, so இப்போ நான் என்ன பண்றேன் cos theta. Cos theta பார்க்கும்போது theta ரெண்டு சைடு சேமா இருக்கிறதுனால so cos theta is equal to A by square root of x square plus a square. So from this relation, so EA and EB both are same, cos theta both are same. So I'll take it as 2EA cos theta. EA or EB both are same. So from this relation, 2 into what is EA? It is k cube by x square plus a square. K cube by x square plus a square into cos theta. Cos theta another A by square root of x square plus a square. So when I take in the multiplication of the denominator, so it is a 2k cube A by x square plus a square. Okay, whole power is 1. Here whole power is 1 by 2. So 1 plus 1 by 2. 1 plus 1 by 2 is 3 by 2 is your equatorial. Okay, இதே நான் dipole moment ல convert பண்றேன். When you are converting into dipole moment, the relation will be like this. So it is EQ is equal to EQ equal to 2kQA. 2kQA. So 2QA. So 2QA is nothing but your dipole moment. So it is K P by x square plus a square whole power 3 by 2. It is your equatorial relation. So it is a relation between equatorial, that is your electric field at Q point or P point, and between the dipole moment.
Sir, 3/2 இன்னொரு explain பண்ணுங்க sir.
Okay. So இங்க வந்து நம்ம பார்க்கும்போது x square plus a square into square root of x square plus a square ஆகுமா? இப்போ நான் என்ன பண்றேன், இந்த square root வந்து I'll take as power 1/2. ஓகே, இப்போ வந்து இதோட பேசிஸ் ரெண்டு சேமா இருக்கு, பவர்ஸ் என்ன ஆகும், ஆட் ஆகும் நியூமரேட்டர்ல. சோ அப்ப ஆட் ஆகும்போது என்ன ஆகும், 1 plus 1/2 ஆகும். கரெக்ட்டா?
ஓகே சார்.
சோ இந்த 1 plus 1/2 it is 3/2. Okay, so this is your equatorial. இதுல ஒரு ஸ்பெஷல் கேஸ் இருக்கு, ஒரு ஸ்பெஷல் கேஸ் இருக்கு. சோ அந்த ஸ்பெஷல் கேஸ் என்ன பார்க்கலாம். சேம் திங் இல்ல, நம்ம ஆக்சுவலி என்ன பார்த்திருக்கோம், அந்த ஸ்பெஷல் கேஸ் அதே மாதிரி தான். If x is much greater than a, x is much greater than a, okay, x வந்து a ஓட much greater, கம்பேர் பண்ணும்போது a வந்து நெக்லெக்ட் பண்ணிடலாம். So final equation என்ன ஆகும், eq is equal to kp by x square whole power 3/2 ஆகும். So square will get cancelled. So okay, cube. So it is kp by x cube is your equatorial. Okay, kp by x cube is your equatorial relation. Under special case, x is much greater than a. Problems வரும்போது உங்களுக்கு வந்து clear-ஆ வந்துரும் relationship. Okay, not problem. If there are doubts, you can ask me.
Okay, sir.
Okay, now we'll see the comparison between e axial and equatorial. So at the shorter distance, the shorter dipole based on discuss பண்றோம். எல்லே நம்ம டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணும்போது shorter dipole னா என்ன மீனிங்னா, so the dipole is from the center, it is a and a, the dipole is nothing but your 2a distance. Okay, எல்லே நம்ம வந்து ஒரு ஸ்பெஷல் கேஸ் டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணிருக்கோம். ஸ்பெஷல் கேஸ் என்னது, when x from the center point வந்து p point க்கு the x is much greater than a. When x is much greater than a, dipole distance வந்து smaller ஆயிடும். Okay, when this is a shorter dipole distances, what will happen to the axial and equatorial? We are going to compare these two. Okay, and then நம்ம பார்க்கும்போது e axial formula என்னது for the special case? So e axial is equal to 2kp by x cube. Correct? E axial is equal to 2kp by x cube. Correct?
Okay, sir.
So when we are taking with respect to the special case, so இது வந்து k into 2p by x cube and certain நான் சொல்லிட்டேன். Okay,
ஆமா சார்.
Right. So e equatorial ன்னு சொல்லும்போது it is kp.
அதுதான் சார் பார்த்துருந்தேன்.
வேற எதுவுமே 2kp k2p ரெண்டு சேம் தான், multiplication product. So e equatorial வந்து kp by x cube. Correct? When you are comparing these two, or when you are taking the ratio also, now வந்து என்ன பண்றேன், நான் ratio எடுக்கும்போது kk will get cancelled, pp will get cancelled, x cube will get cancelled. Correct? So e axial is equal to 2 into e equatorial. Remember this relation. E axial is equal to 2 into e equatorial. So இது எப்போனா, when we are discussing about the shorter dipole, when we are discussing about the shorter dipole na a வந்து much lesser than இருக்கு compared to the x, this relation will be there. Right? Any doubts?
Yes, sir.
Okay, next heading, torque on a dipole. Next heading, torque on a dipole in a uniform electric field. Torque on a dipole in a uniform electric field. Okay, so we are going to discuss about the torque. Now what is torque? Torque na enadhu? பரவாயில்ல சொல்லுங்க, உங்களுக்கு என்ன தெரியும் அது சொல்லுங்க. Okay, we can specify it as, so ஒரு சின்ன ஃபார்முலா வேணும்னா மெமரைஸ் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. Torque is nothing but your angular force. So torque relation வந்து force into the perpendicular distance and so. Okay, or you can specify it as force into distance is nothing but your torque. Okay, so torque is your angular force. F is your linear force. Okay, F linear then, right? Remember this. So we are going to find the torque. இப்போ I'm just taking a uniform electric field. நான் வந்து ஒரு uniform electric field எடுத்துக்கிறேன். So this uniform electric field, so lines எப்படி இருக்குன்னா, it will travel from positive towards a negative. The field lines are traveling from positive towards the negative. In the direction of field lines will be traveling from positive towards the negative, right? So we already know this one. So it was traveling from positive towards the negative. Now in the uniform, so it was uniformly traveling. So in the uniform electric field, we are placing a dipole. So I am taking a dipole, making some angle theta. For angle theta, I slight tilt பண்ணிட்டு I am placing this dipole. Okay. So in the dipole the direction. So here the charge is minus q, and here the point is plus q. The distance between the two charges is nothing but your 2a. Okay, the distance between the two charges is nothing but 2a. I'm placing this dipole making an angle theta with respect to electric field. For angle theta, I'm placing this dipole. Okay, now we'll see one by one. When you're placing this dipole, so because of the electric field, they'll be having some forces acting on it. Other than the electric field relation that we discussed, E is equal to F by Q insulated. E is equal to F by Q insulated number discuss பண்ணிருக்கோம். So the same relation, because of the charges placed in the electric field, they'll be having some forces acting on it. அது வந்து linear force இருக்கும். Now இது negative. இங்க இருக்க charge வந்து it was positive. இது positive. இங்க இருக்க charge வந்து negative. So what will happen? Because of this positive charge, இங்க ஒரு force ஆகும். In the force it will try to repel. So a repulsive force, it will try to travel like this. So there is a force F is equal to plus Q E. So from the earlier electric field, E is equal to F by Q. So from this relation, F is equal to QE. Because of the positive, it is plus QE. அதே மாதிரி because of the negative, they'll be having some force, repulsive force இருக்கும். அதே மாதிரி இந்த side, they'll be having some attractive force. So F is equal to minus QE. F is equal to minus QE. Okay, so it is nothing but your force exerted on positive charge because of the electric field. Your force exerted on negative charge because of the electric field. Okay, இப்போ நான் பார்க்கும்போது, so along the same axis இருக்கு, electric field க்கு same axis இருக்கு, இங்க electric field க்கு opposite axis இருக்கு. When you add these two, F total என்ன ஆகும்? F total is equal to 0. F vector total is equal to, it is F is equal to plus QE, and அதே மாதிரி F is equal to minus QE. So the net force or the total force acting on this dipole is equal to 0. இது வரைக்கும் ஓகேவா? So this is your
okay, sir.
When we're discussing about the dipole, so first of all we have to consider the directions. Directions எப்படி ஆக்ட் ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு பார்க்கலாம். So we know the dipole moment direction, it is always starting from negative towards a positive, correct? And electric field irukku, dipole moment. Now what I'll do, I'll draw a vector format with respect to electric field and the dipole. So electric field lines will be traveling along the x-axis. This is your electric field. So when you are placing with respect to angle theta, so it is your dipole moment making an angle theta. Okay, so it is here making an angle theta. Now torque act ஆயிட்டு. Torque எப்படி act ஆயிட்டு, it was making a reference at the center. Center base பண்ணி it will try to travel. Angular fashion rotate ஆயிட்டு. Because of the forces, it will try to slowly rotate. இந்த மாதிரி rotate ஆகும் angular fashion. When it is rotating, torque எப்படி act ஆகும்? It is perpendicular. That is straight away downward direction. The torque act ஆகும் perpendicular direction. So the torque is acting downward direction. So how we will see that one by one. So if you see that, இதுல ஏதாவது doubt இருக்குமா?
No, sir.
Right. So just take this one. So now we are going to find the torque. So torque எப்படி act ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு, அதோட distance எப்படி இருக்கு, displacement எப்படி இருக்கு நம்ம பார்த்துக்கலாம். So இது முன்னாடி நம்ம டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ண மாதிரி electric field lines இருக்கு. இந்த field lines I am placing a dipole. ஒரு force வந்து இந்த direction இருக்கு, இந்த force வந்து இந்த direction. So இது வந்து plus இருக்கு, இது வந்து minus இருக்கு. இது நம்ம டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணிருக்கோம். And the distance between the two charges is nothing but 2a and so to discuss. Right? So now, so in the relation number torque find out பண்றோம். Torque ன்னு சொல்லும்போது assume it was making angle theta. Electric field it was making angle theta. So angle theta ன்னு சொல்லும்போது இது ஒரு perpendicular point, perpendicular distance. Remember x axis ன்னு சொல்லும்போது it is your cos theta. இதுக்கு perpendicular ன்னு சொல்லும்போது it is your 2a sin theta. ஒரு dipole making an angle theta with respect to x axis, it is cos theta. இது perpendicular dipole, perpendicular point. Electric field ke perpendicular, it is 2a sin theta. Okay, either doubt irka?
Yes, sir.
Right now. Now we are going to find the torque. Torque is equal to force acting on either one charge. ஏன்னா ரெண்டு forces same ஆ தான் இருக்கும். So force acting on either one charge F. Okay, either one charge F into the perpendicular distance between the two charges. Perpendicular distance between the two charges. So it is your perpendicular distance, which is nothing but your 2a sine theta. So into 2a sine theta. So either one charge and so on. Either one charge. Now if you take the F total 0 ஆயிருக்கு. அப்போ ரெண்டு forces same ஆயிருக்கு. So அதனால we are taking either one charge. So F is nothing but it is QE into 2a sine theta. We already know 2a into q is nothing but your dipole moment. So PE sine theta is nothing but your torque. E is equal to PE sine theta. Okay, இதே நான் வந்து வெக்டர்ல ஸ்பெசிஃபை பண்ணா T vector is equal to P vector cross E vector. E is your dipole moment, E is your electric field. So vectors for angle theta வராது. We'll specify with respect to the vectors. Okay, we'll see some special cases in this. There are some special cases are there. So first case, if theta is equal to 0. If theta is equal to 0. So what will happen if theta is equal to 0 to the torque? What is the torque? Theta 0 ஆயிருக்கு. That means theta 0 ஆயிடுச்சுனா torque என்ன ஆகும்? Theta 0 ஆகும்னா இங்க வந்து இந்த ஒரு ஆங்கிள் தீட்டால நான் பிளேஸ் பண்றேன். சப்போஸ் இந்த theta 0 ஆயிடுச்சுனா எலக்ட்ரிக் ஃபீல்ட்க்கு parallel-ஆ தான் டைபோல் இருக்கும். எலக்ட்ரிக் ஃபீல்ட்க்கு parallel-ஆ தான் டைபோல் இருக்கும். எலக்ட்ரிக் ஃபீல்ட்க்கு parallel-ஆ டைபோல் இருந்தா sin 0. What is the value of sin 0? It is 0.
0.
So then torque is minimum. Remember, torque minimum இருக்கும். So when theta is equal to 0 degrees, that means electric field க்கு dipole க்கு both are parallel to each other. Now, second case, if theta is equal to 90 degrees, theta is equal to 90 degrees. Theta 90 degrees ஆச்சுனா என்ன ஆகும்? What is the value of sin 90?
1.
Yes. So then torque is maximum torque. So it is PE. Torque is maximum, which is PE. So sin 90 is 1. So this is your second case. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Now, what about the torque when theta? I thought this when theta is equal to 180 degrees. When theta is equal to 180 degrees, what about the torque? Theta is equal to 180 degrees. So it is cos sin 180. Sin 180. What is the value of sin 180? 0.
0, sir.
Sin 180 is 0. So torque is 0 again. On the same axis, electric field ke parallel irundha, same direction irundhalum, opposite direction irundhalum, so it will be parallel to the electric field itself. So torque is 0 when theta is equal to 180 degrees. Okay, so only maximum condition irukku when theta is equal to 90 degrees. Problems varum idu angle base panni. Okay. So take your first problem. First problem. First problem. Two charges plus 5 microcoulomb. It is a first problem related to your dipole center. Two charges plus 5 microcoulomb and minus 5 microcoulomb. Two charges plus 5 microcoulomb and minus 5 microcoulomb are placed 1 mm apart. Are placed 1 mm apart. Are placed 1 mm apart. Calculate the dipole moment. Calculate the dipole moment. We are going to find the dipole moment. Now, what is the formula for dipole moment?
P is equal to Q into 2A.
Yes, ma'am. P is equal to Q into 2A. So, unga easy convenience, I'm just drawing the dipole. So, the dipole is from negative charge towards a positive charge. Negative charge towards a positive charge. Negative charge and positive charge are the same values. 5 microcoulomb, 5 microcoulomb. Okay. So, what is the value of Q? Q is 5 microcoulomb. Okay. So, these two charges are separated by a distance of 1 mm apart. Two charges are 1 mm. And remember, the distance between the two charges is totally 2a. Totally 2a. நீங்க வந்து தனியா a find out பண்ண தேவையில்லை. So the distance between the two charges is 2a. So q is 5 micro into 2a is nothing but 1 mm. 1 mm என்னது 10 power minus 3. So what is the answer?
Five into 10 power. Sir, அது செப்பரேட் பண்ணிக்கணுமா into
Micro. Micro value வந்து 10 power minus 6.
Okay sir.
Micro value 10 power minus 6. Now tell me.
அப்போ 5 10 power minus 9.
5 into 10 power minus 9. Okay. Now unit. Dipole moment unit. Unit miss பண்ணக்கூடாது. Unit important.
Meter.
Meter. No. What is the unit for charge?
Coulomb.
Coulomb. What is the unit for distance?
Meter.
So dipole moment is 5 into 10 power minus 9 kilometer. Or I can write it as 10 power minus 9 வந்து நான் nano ன்னு சொல்லிருக்கேன். என்ன பேருக்கு உங்களுக்கு? Nano kilometer. 5 nano kilometer. You can write like this also. So this is your answer. Okay, right now. So you'll see the second question. Okay, next question problem. Next question. And always நான் வந்து இப்போ டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ற questions எல்லாம் வந்து CBSE NCERT question papers questions தான் நான் டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன். So difficulty level வந்து நான் ஸ்லோவா ஸ்டெப் பை ஸ்டெப்பா பேசிக்ஸ் வந்து நான் வந்து பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன். ஒன்ஸ் நீங்க வந்து இந்த பேசிக் கொஸ்டின்ஸ் தருவாயிட்டீங்கன்னா டிஃபிகல்ட்டி லெவல் நீங்க இம்ப்ரூவ் பண்ணலாம். ஓகே, ஸோ நான் இப்போ டிஸ்கஸ் பண்றது NCERT CBSE த ப்ரீவியஸ் கொஸ்டின் பேப்பர்ஸ் பிளஸ் வந்து உங்க SL ARORA. ஓகேவா, இந்த மூணு கான்செப்ட்ஸ் பேஸ் பண்ணி தான் நான் பண்றேன். ஓகே, ஸோ தேர்ட் கொஸ்டின் நோட் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. தேர்ட் கொஸ்டின், an electric dipole when held at 30 degrees, an electric dipole when held at 30 degrees, with respect to a uniform electric field, of 10 power 4 Newton per Coulomb, I'll repeat again. An electric dipole when held at 30 degrees with respect to a uniform electric field of 10 power 4 Newton per Coulomb. Experiences a torque of 9 into 10 power minus 26 Newton meter. 9 into 10 power minus 26 Newton meter. Calculate dipole moment of the dipole. I'll repeat the question. An electric dipole when held at 30 degrees with uniform electric field of 10 power 4 Newton per Coulomb experiences torque of 9 into 10 power minus 26 Newton meter. Calculate dipole moment of dipole. Okay. So நீங்க வந்து இப்போ வந்து பிராக்டிஸ் பண்ணுங்க. given data இதுதான் சொல்லிட்டு நீங்க வந்து டேட்டா கால்குலேட் பண்ணுங்க. ஏன்னா வந்து உங்களுக்கு ஸ்டெப் மார்க் சம்டைம்ஸ் கொடுப்பாங்க ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ். சப்போஸ் உங்களுக்கு வந்து ஆன்சர் வரலனாலும் நீங்க ஃபார்முலா வந்து given data பேஸ் பண்ணி you'll get the marks. அதுக்கு வந்து நீங்க இப்போ வந்து ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணுங்க. So here the data is they are given theta is equal to 30 degrees. Theta வந்து 30 degrees கொடுத்திருக்காங்க with respect to electric field. So இது electric field. So it is your dipole. So it is your angle theta. So theta 30 degrees கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. Now electric field E is equal to 10 power 4 Newton per Coulomb. Electric field கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. So and torque கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. T is equal to 9 into 10 power minus 26 Newton meter. We need to find the dipole moment P. So what is the formula for torque?
P E sin theta. I mean P vector E sin theta.
Super. So இங்க வந்து angle theta கொடுத்திருக்காங்கனா நான் வெக்டர்ல எடுக்க மாட்டேன். So T is equal to P sin theta. Angle வந்து theta கொடுத்திருக்காங்கனா நான் வெக்டர்ல எடுக்க மாட்டேன். So now from this relation P is equal to T by E sin theta. So try to find the value. பண்றீங்களா?
sir.
So the answer is 1.8 into 10 power minus 29 kilometer. Correct. Correct one. Super. Okay. Next question. Next question. In the question, நீங்களே try பண்ணுங்க. I'll give the relation. Next question. Calculate the electric field. Calculate the electric field. Electric field due to a electric dipole. Calculate the electric field due to a electric dipole of length 10 centimeters. Electric dipole of length 10 centimeters. Having charges of 1 microcoulomb. Having charges of 1 microcoulomb. 1 microcoulomb. Okay, at the equatorial point, 12 centimeters. Equatorial point 12 centimeters from the center of the dipole. 12 centimeters from the center of the dipole. I'll repeat the question. Calculate the electric field due to an electric dipole of length 10 centimeters. Okay. Having charges of 1 microcoulomb of equatorial point 12 centimeters from the center of the dipole. So, they have given the dipole or a distance. Remember dipole and so on. The dipole length is between the two charges, minus q and plus q. The distance between the two charges is 10 centimeters. Okay, in the 10 centimeters, 2a because the total distance between the two charges is nothing but 2a. Appo a is equal to your 5 centimeters. A is 5 centimeters. Now, in this dipole, so இதுக்கு ஒரு perpendicular point இருக்கு from the center.
எல்லாத்துக்குமே அப்ளை ஆகுமா சார்?
எல்லாத்துக்குமே அப்ளை ஆகுமா? எல்லாத்துக்கும் எப்போ அப்ளை ஆகும்னா when they have given you the distance between the two charges. Remember question ல வந்து when they have given you the distance between the two charges ன்னு சொல்லும்போது it is nothing but 2a. புரியுதா? So suppose அவங்க வந்து question வந்து the distance between the charge and the center. The distance between one of the charge to the center is 5. Is 5. Appo total என்ன ஆகும் between the two charges is 10. Correct? So it depends upon the question வந்து நம்ம பார்க்கணும். So இங்க question என்ன கேட்டிருக்காங்கன்னா the distance between the two charges is 10 centimeters which is nothing but 2a. அப்ப a என்ன ஆகும் 5 centimeters. A is nothing but center point நந்து one of the charge க்கு. Center point நந்து ஏதாவது ஒரு charge க்கு it is nothing but a. புரியுதா?
Okay sir.
Right. So now in the question there is a perpendicular point from the center. The center nande or perpendicular point irukku. Idhara distance da they have given us 12 centimeters. They have given us 12 centimeters. Idhu da nama derivation lo x and solittu nama discuss pannirukkom. So here it is x and q enna kuduthirukanga it is 1 microcoulomb. 1 microcoulomb nana paranga idu minus ah irundhalum plus ah irundhalum the charge will be the same value which is 1 microcoulomb. Ipo na enna find out pannum? Need to find the electric field. Okay, electric field due to equatorial. The equatorial done, we are going to find the electric field at the top position, which is P point. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So electric field for the equatorial. Enna formula E is equal to ரெண்டு formulas இருக்கு. நல்லா பாருங்க. One வந்து நான் வந்து basic formula, இன்னொன்னு வந்து x is much greater than a ன்னு கொடுத்திருக்கேன். நல்லா பாருங்க. இது x is 12 centimeters. A வந்து 5 centimeters. X 12, A 5. ரெண்டு ரொம்ப கிரேட்டரா இருக்கா? ரொம்ப பெரிய டிஸ்டன்ஸ்ல இருக்கா? That means வந்து x வந்து ரொம்ப பெரிய டிஸ்டன்ஸ் கிடையாது. So when it is not that much distance, அப்போ வந்து டைரக்டா ஜெனரல் ஈக்குவேஷன் தான் போறோம். என்ன ஈக்குவேஷன் அது? It is k p by x square plus a square whole power 3/2. ஓகேவா?
Okay.
Right. ஆனா p எனக்கு தெரியாது. So p formula என்னது? It is nothing but q into 2a. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So from this relation we are going to find the electric field. Okay. நல்லா பாருங்க. இங்க வந்து x a values நான் கம்பேர் பண்றேன். X value வந்து 12 centimeters. So 12 centimeters வந்து greater தான் இருக்கு, which is A, which is 5 centimeters. much greater கிடையாது. much greater தான் இது வந்து millimeterல இருக்கு, இல்லனா இது nanometerல இருக்கு. அப்பனா 10 power minus இருக்குன்னு சொல்லும்போது ரொம்ப greater இருக்கும்போது தான் அது k p by x cube ன்னு சொல்லிட்டு ஃபார்முலா வரும். இல்லனா the general equation the one. So try to find the relations one by one. Let's see. Okay, K try பண்ணுங்க. E is equal to K cube A by x square plus a square whole power 3 by 2. Right. Value substitute பண்ணுங்க. Right. Okay, what is the value of K?
1 minute, sir. 1 by 4 pi.
Epsilon naught.
Right.
But remember இங்க வந்து நம்ம vacuum வந்தா சொல்லிருக்கோம். I mean that means எந்த மீடியம் எதுமே கொடுக்கல. So எந்த மீடியம் கொடுக்கலனா we are considering as vacuum. So K value வந்து 9 into 10 power 9. Okay, but K value தெரியும், which is 1 microcoulomb. 2A value is 10 centimeters, A value is 5 centimeters. Try to find the relations. Formula substitute பண்ணிட்டு try to find. So in the numerator வந்து 0.13 whole cube வரும். அப்போ final relation எப்படி வரும்னா for this electric field E is equal to, so Q2A நான் multiply பண்ணா it will be 100 and 10 powers நான் வந்து remove பண்ணிட்டேன், it will be around 100. So 9 into 100 by 0.13 whole cube ஆகும். So when you do it, you'll get the answer. இப்போ try பண்ணுங்க.
Okay. Sir. Sir.
Okay, so answer வந்து it is around 4.09 into 10 power 5, right? Okay, so electric field க்கு basic relation வந்து E is equal to F by Q. இந்த relation பேஸ் பண்ணி தான் நம்ம வந்து equatorial axial சொல்லிட்டு நம்ம derive பண்ணிருக்கோம். So force ஓட unit என்னது?
Newton.
Charge unit?
Coulomb.
Yes, so electric field unit வந்து Newton per coulomb. Yes,
Okay, sir.
per coulomb. Okay. So next question note பண்ணிக்கோங்க. 2-point charges each of 5 microcoulomb. 2-point charges each of 5 microcoulomb 5 microcoulomb. 5 microcoulomb. Okay, opposite sign. 5 microcoulomb of opposite sign are placed 4 centimeters apart. Are placed 4 centimeters apart. I'll repeat again. 2 point charges plus 5 microcoulomb opposite signs. Okay, are placed 4 centimeters apart. Calculate the electric field intensity. Calculate the electric field intensity at a point distant 4 centimeters. At a point distant 4 centimeters from the midpoint, distant 4 centimeters from the midpoint of the axial line, from the midpoint of the axial line of the dipole. Axial line of the dipole. So remember, they have given it is your axial line. So we'll see one by one. So there are 2 point charges. So each value is 5 microcoulombs. So plus Q and minus Q. These two are separated by a small distance. This is your apart on Solombo. This is nothing but your 2A. Remember, 2A is 4 centimeters. Okay. From the midpoint on the same axis, distant, there is a point, one more point. We are going to find the electric field at this point. So from this center to the distant is again 4 centimeters. From the center to this distance is again 4 centimeters, which is nothing but x. Which is nothing but x. So இங்க வந்து charge q இருக்கு, 2a இருக்கு. அப்ப a நாலும் a is nothing but your 2 centimeters. X இருக்கு 4 centimeters. Then what is the electric field for the axial? What is the formula? E is equal to E axial is equal to
k into
k into check பண்ணிட்டு சொல்லுங்க. K into 2px by x square minus a square whole square. Remember, இதுல நான் வந்து x much greater than a ன்னு சொல்லும்போது தான் kp by x cube வரும். ஆனா இங்க பாருங்க, x க்கு a க்கு பெரிய டிஃபரன்ஸ் இல்ல. So bigger difference எதுவும் இல்லை, 2 centimeters. So x வந்து ரொம்ப greater இருக்கு. Like வந்து இது 400 kilometers, 4 kilometers, 4 meters. There are it's bigger.
அதுக்கு லிமிட் இருக்கா சார்?
Sometimes maybe நான் எக்ஸாம்பிளா சொல்றேன். ஓகே, சோ மீட்டர்ஸ்ல இருந்தா இது சென்டிமீட்டர்ஸ்ல இல்ல மில்லிமீட்டர்ஸ்ல இருந்தா அந்த டிஸ்டன்ஸ் வந்து ரொம்ப பெருசா இருக்கும். இப்போதைக்கு சின்ன வேல்யூ தான், கரெக்ட்டா? So we have to take this relation. So p value p is nothing but your எனக்கு வந்து p தெரியாது. So q into 2a is nothing but p. So the final relation I'll take it as 4a into q. K into 4a into q x by x square minus a square whole square. Dipole moment நான் split பண்ணிக்கிட்டேன். Okay. So from this relation, try to find your electric field for axial.